before ChatGPT became into popularity, and like what I can say, what really changed is how fast I am learning.
Yeah.
Because with AI right now, you can just learn anything, 'di ba?
No.
Welcome to Kaka Computer, where tech meets wit and wisdom. Ayan. So for this episode, it's called Cloud AI Kubernetes Skills Worth Learning in 2026 and Those to Skip. Ayan. So, I think the main theme here in this episode is going to be stop chasing hype and start choosing wisely. Okay. So, let's start with Trixie over here, who's still a student, no? So, Trix, what do you think are the skills worth learning in 2026, no? As a student. Ayan.
Ako, of course, I don't want to be biased. Gusto ko mag-learn about the cloud.
All right.
Kasi, not about the fundamentals, pero siguro yung mga technical side na, like how to create a architecture diagram. Kasi ako, as a visual learner, mas nagle-learn ako if makikita ko kung paano mag-work yung mga bagay-bagay. So, since may certification na din naman ako, gusto ko mag-proceed sa technical side ng cloud. For example, yung mag-build ng mga simple infrastructure lang, ganon. So, like 2-tier or 3-tier architecture, ganon.
Yeah. Correct, no? Like, I just want to say something, no? Like, I think yung mga students ngayon, very advanced na talaga. Like, I knew a lot of people in the industry who still students, but they're already learning technologies outside their own curriculum.
Yeah.
Diba?
Where do you think that came from? Yung students suddenly, parang, yung goal nila nasa 2 or 3-tier architecture na
Yun,
yun.
oh,
Gusto nila-
grabe naman yan. Diba? Diba? Grabe. Feel ko yung student pa ako, hindi ko alam ano yung 2 to 3 tiered architecture. Ayan. So, I think it says a lot, no, that the industry really is evolving, no. Before, maybe students are learning the simple algorithms, linked list, yun, mga binary search, ganun. Well, it's still part of the curriculum, pero it's just parang makahappy siya in a way that there really are, like, I think the industry is taking another step forward to, like, having competitive students, right? So, student pa lang, di ba? Yung answer na ni Trixie, cloud.
Very professional na.
I don't even think there's already a cloud curriculum that's very sa mga universities ngayon, 'di ba? So ayun, grabe. So, how about you, Kuya Neil, no? As someone who has been already in the industry for how many years? Let's say, I won't say the O word, but I would say seasoned, 'di ba? So, as a seasoned developer like you, how would you, like, what are the skills worth learning in 2026?
So in 2026, I think yung skills on, di ba sinabi natin cloud and AI? I think AI is very important
Yes.
kasi it helps us in yung acceleration siya. It's a really good accelerator for you to learn, especially with Trixie na alam natin na student pa siya pero alam na niya yun. Probably because
Correct.
AI told her or AI helped her learn it. And I think one thing is a soft skill yung communication.
Yes, correct.
Kasi it's really easy to learn all this stuff, pero you can't do it on your own.
Yeah.
You gotta collaborate with people.
Yeah.
And one thing you can give them is communicate properly para you can give them the idea. And sila rin, you can learn from you. You can learn from them.
Yes.
Doon nag-start lahat kasi very essential siya. And in the age of AI, you also need to learn to communicate with AI.
Yes,
Yes.
correct. So,
AI doesn't give you everything.
yeah.
You need to learn to reciprocate yung sinasabi niya and
Yes.
then improve upon it.
Yes.
And when you build on it, siguro at first it's hindi siya ganun ka-clear yung goal na bakit communication. Kasi we are evolving into something na more of a programming language and more on communicating na. more on ano ngayon yung parang human language na yung ginagamit natin for AI. Hindi na very
Yep.
full of jargons and everything. So, it's one thing. And I think, for me, that is yung pinaka-big thing. Especially now na everyone has their own opinions. And it's really good to hear everyone's way of learning. Especially kay Trixie and sa inyo.
Yeah.
Diba? You guys are very different in terms of paano kayo natututo.
Yes.
And personally ako, I want to apply what I learned agad. Yun very pinakamadaling gawin
Yeah.
right now.
So before we dive into the AI hype, I just want to reinforce one thing you said about communication.
Yeah.
And like I always say this to the people under me, because I'm already a tech manager, right? So I always say this to the people under me na it's not enough for you to get the job done.
Yes.
Diba? You need to be someone who's easy and good to work with.
Yeah.
And one pillar of that is good communication.
Yes.
Diba? O sige, meron kasi mga instances na natatapos natin yung mga work natin and all that stuff, pero it's not being communicated properly. Diba? So, there's no sign off, no? Mga ganun. So, communication really is very important, no? It's something that's being slept on, no? Because I know a lot of people who are very highly technical, no? Like, very highly technical.
Yes.
Pero, yung communication, dun sila nagkukulang. And it shows because there's actually a lot of senior people, no, that stays as an individual contributor just because of them lacking that certain type of skill, no, the communication part,
Yes.
right? So ayun, thank you. So how about you, Neil? No, as someone who's already been in the industry for 2 years, ba? 2 years, 3 years,
Yeah,
something like
somewhere
that,
there.
right?
Mababa pa so pwede pa sabihin.
So, ayun, no. Neil. So, Neil mentioned na one of the things that we need to learn is AI in 2026. I mean, for the past 2 years, 3 years, diba? AI has already been there. Pero, what do you think changed, no? What do you think is the approach that we should change in learning AI in 2026?
It's learning how to use it properly, no? Because if used in a manner na of course kung di mo alam paano gamitin na maayos, it could slow you down, no?
Yes.
Instead of like making you more productive. And it's not only at the individual level kasi, right? Organizations now are like realizing the benefits of AI if applied correctly to a team or to an organization, right? So I don't know if nabasa nyo. So nabasa ko lang din sa DORA report.
State of DevOps, State of AI, State of DevOps.
2025. It really shows na merong ROI, real ROI when it comes to AI when properly implemented in your organization. So, meron na nga silang bagong term for it continuous AI.
Wow.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So, ayun, there's that, and if you just take the time to learn how to play with AI, it may be beneficial for you. Kasi meron pa din tao talaga na who doesn't believe in it, di ba?
Yeah.
Ako at sometimes I believe na nakakasira yung vibe coding. Pero I still use AI every day, 'di ba? So, ayun lang naman. Use AI to help you go deeper. Yung deeper than kung ano yung usually na parang nasa-search mo kapag traditional yung ginagamit mo, like yung Google search or something, right? Or
Yes.
documentation. So, use AI to understand concepts better, deeper. So, yun lang naman.
Kaka Computer is made possible by the support of our community and sponsors. If you believe in empowering IT professionals and want to be part of our journey, we'd love to have you on board. Visit patreon.com/kakacomputer to become a sponsor today.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So, with that, no, I want to take a step back muna. No, because the question here really is, what are the skills that you should really learn no,
Okay,
in
yeah.
2026? And for me, personally, no, I would say, just learn anything.
Yes.
Di ba?
Oo.
Like, for me, like, I was there before, I was already working when, before ChatGPT
Mhm.
became into,
Mhm.
to popularity. And like, what I can say, what really changed is how fast I am learning.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because with AI right now, you can just learn anything, 'di ba?
No.
It really depends on your hobby. And today in 2026, if you have a hobby, any into tech, even game development, 'di ba, and then even web development, if you are into tech, then for sure, no, if nagka-hobby ka sa IoT and all that stuff, it doesn't really matter eh. There's already a lot of jobs out there. Now, I'll say something that I don't think a lot will agree. Pero, there's actually plenty of jobs.
Yeah.
But there's a shortage in skilled individuals.
Uy.
'Di ba? I don't know if you agree with me in that. Pero, yun nakikita ko eh.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
There's really a lot of jobs. It's just that konti lang yung magaling.
Yo.
Oh.
So, ito yung question, di ba? If you're a fresh grad,
Mm-mm.
how do you bridge that gap na, kasi fresh grad ka, pero yung job opportunities are looking for seasoned or like yung
Mm.
mga magagaling na.
Mm-mm.
So, dyan kasi yung usually, na nalalost yung mga people, especially students, fresh grads, right? So, for you, how do you enter the tech industry
Mm-mm.
who's looking for skilled people
Oo.
na ikaw, fresh grad, no?
I'm gonna pass that question to Trixie.
Yun!
Ayun.
Yun maganda.
Ano yung question?
Okay, sige. So,
sige.
the context is here, as said by EG, there's no shortage of jobs. Okay? We have plenty jobs, but yun nga, yung requirements is medyo high, right? So, may shortage of skilled individuals.
Mm-mm.
Now, if you're a student or, an aspiring engineer or someone who wants to get into the tech industry, paano mo matatalon yung gap na yun, 'di ba? When ikaw student ka pa and most likely you don't know anything, right? And doon ka makakapasok ka sa tech industry na ang hinahanap na yung
Very skilled.
Mm-mm.
Well, I guess, kailangan mo mag-learn on your own siguro. Malaking factor din kasi yung kailangan mo matutunan yun kung ano yung mga requirements and stuff. Pero I guess, siguro yung unang naisip ko is, yung you have to, like, ask people siguro or like connection siguro kung paano, ano yung mga kailangan nilang gawin and stuff. Kasi, in terms of, marami din kasing mga demanding ng mga companies and doon siguro nahihirapan yung mga fresh grad na magkaroon ng trabaho. So, I guess siguro kung fresh grad ka, tas nahihirapan ka to bridge that gap, I guess you have to learn talaga the skills kasi kung skills lang din naman ang labanan, di ba? Parang it's a you problem. Ganun.
Ooh.
So
Ayun.
yung problem.
There's no blaming the job market. No. yun yung point niya.
Yeah, there's
It's
no
a you skill.
It's a skill issue.
Yun.
It's a skill issue.
Skill issue.
Sinabihan
Okay.
ni Trixie na skill issue yun.
Pero, yun, I want to ask Kuya Neil, no? Because like, he's already a seasoned developer in this
Bumalik
industry.
na naman tayo doon sa season.
Marinated, pwede marinated.
Marinated developer na tayo.
So, like, do you think of yourself as someone seasoned? No? Do you think of yourself na if I stop learning, if I just stay on my track, no, for 2026, I'll be okay?
No, that's the thing. I think sa napili ko na parang path or the road that I took, which is mostly web,
Mm-mm.
you can't do that
Mm.
because web, the landscape, at least the landscape and the tools and the things that the web offers changes every day.
Yeah.
Sabi nga nila, 'di ba, a new JavaScript framework is born every day. So, It might not be relevant, but it's significant to a point na kailangan mong malaman na what is the new shift in thinking on solving problems.
Ooh.
Kasi when you start kasi in your career, you're just doing your job.
Yeah, correct. Mm-mm.
Later on, you realize you are probably solving problems for other people. You're solving problems for them, and in return, they value your opinion na. So you gotta inform yourself kung ano yung hindi naman sa kailangan bleeding edge palagi. Pero you gotta inform yourself, we have this option, but we also have this consequence for this one. So I think you still need to learn every day para yung brain mo marinated palagi. Kaya seasoned kaya you don't just season once. And in terms of the web landscape, you really need to inform yourself kasi your approach right now might work, but it can be even better tomorrow or the next day or the next week. And yun yung maganda doon kasi what I chose is very approachable.
Mm-mm.
Everyone has a browser, everyone has and the path that I chose, you are responsible for it kasi you are the first parang yung platform ko, which is web in front end. Yun yung una nakikita ng tao. And
Yes.
when you are responsible of something, you are also responsible of the fact na kailangan mong mapanatili yung level of quality and level of parang drive and you need to also teach others para hindi naman when you kasi at some point you decide to stop na rin talaga. So, diba, you lay low. Someone will take over and continue that yung path of learning and teaching everyone. Yung ganun.
Oh. So grabe, very high level na talaga yung mga You can see the seniority.
Nagtatranscend.
Yun,
Nagtatranscend.
ginamita naman tayo
diba?
ng
So,
Season.
yung skills talaga worth learning in 2026, I think it's referring here as the hard skills, right?
Yeah.
Pero for me personally, the soft skills are more important. Because itong mga hard skills na natutunan na you should learn in 2026, it really can be anything. Like, for me, choose what you're passionate about, no? Or let's say, for those who's like taking siguro mga tech course in college na out of a whim lang and they don't know what they really want, no?
Yeah.
I mean, they can start looking at the job market, diba? Or they can start looking at LinkedIn and all that stuff. And just to give an answer, no, on what we see, no, what we commonly see, siguro mga cloud, front end, back end development, it really hasn't changed, no?
Yes.
No? AI systems, back end pa rin yan. Diba? It's just that you need to learn another concept, diba? And if you're into that, then you have all the resources in the world.
Yun.
Diba? ChatGPT and all that stuff, roadmap.sh, diba? Shout out.
For me, hindi talaga nagmamatter kung saan ka magsisimula.
Yes.
Because it will just merge at the end.
Correct.
Yun.
Yeah. So, learn everything.
Learn everything.
Learn everything. Yun lang naman talaga. So, ayun.
Ayun. Okay na.
Okay na tayo?
Oo, okay na.
So, that's it.
That's it.
Kaka Computer, where tech meets wit and wisdom.
Thanks to our sponsors, Tutorials Dojo, Young CTO, Amazon Web Services User Group Philippines, Facebook subscribers. On to our next video topic.